Hi there everyone. Thanks to my new subscribers and to my old subscribers. Today I'm going to do how does he or she feel about you, pick a card. You choose a number, 1 or 2, and the timestamps are in the description box below. I have pulled for the first pile the Sun, the 4 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. Of course, if this reading resonates, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. My Fiverr account is a service facility, so you need your Google details or your Facebook details to log into that account. Back to the reading. I get the impression from these cards that you make your person supremely happy. Particularly in the past. It is a theme that runs through this reading. You remind him or her of a time when they felt important. Because something about their emotional life has diminished. Like they're not accepting love and they're not feeling like they're receiving love. It's a very strange type of attitude. They're remaining positive, but they're also trying to deny the love between you or the emotions between you. I feel that they have built up a type of loyalty towards you. But those feelings, those emotions, they're trying to keep them contained. The mixture is strange though. It's like you've broadened their horizons. You make them happy whenever they think about you. But they're denying their passions. I feel it's in anticipation of something. It's like presently they feel your distance to them. Something has changed in the dynamics of your relationship. I don't think you did much to excite this person in the past, but your presence was enough to enliven their spirit, to help them feel motivated every day. Maybe there's a change, like when they met you, they were perhaps a sad soul, a bit of a sad soul. And you brought a type of hope to their life. but it wasn't a big moment for you or him. But I feel there's like an interconnectedness of your souls which have dictated the progress or the stagnation of this connection. It's like it was like a big huge explosion, but when you met on their part, but it's not like you mixed much into it. It was just a mixture that could produce results, kind of thing. Like the perfect elements had been matched, and it produced gold. That's the impression I get. So it's like you've taken away the element that helped them produce that gold, and now things have changed. So it gives me the impression that something about the dynamics of your relationship has transformed. There could be a separation. This is a person that believes you have a kid. And if you don't have a kid, it means that they didn't really know a lot about you, but they knew you well enough to understand that you had a very strong soul connection. So I feel it's quite a nice feeling. But this person's getting it. They're understanding that something's changed. So even though they're in this attitude where they're denying their feelings, they're also willing to adapt to the circumstances that you have found in front of you, or that you have in front of you. Because I don't think this is an attitude this person takes in respect of somebody they love. It's just that things have gone back to normal since you've been apart. And their type of normal is like, I don't know, a type of depressed thing. Acting like the spoiled kid, but getting what they want and then turning it away because they didn't get it when they wanted it. But that's an attitude they always take. It's just that you change their attitude. It must have been your approach. Your approach was positive. So it gives me the impression that this person has always been throwing lemons. And they didn't expect that the fruit you were throwing at them was quite sweet. It's like you turn those lemons into lemonade when you met, and then things went back to normal after a time. So that's where we're at presently. Your person is feeling a little bit sorry for themselves, but they're in and out, like they're up, they're down. They're like in this blame game, and then they're back up again. So I feel that the emotions around them have to be maintained, have to be settled. They can't have too much negativity in their ear. They can't have any more lemons thrown at them, particularly in respect of your connection. Because I feel it's like a treatment they've had over time. It's like this expectation. Why do I deserve to feel this way? Why am I so happy? No, 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 no. That's not right. I'm pretty sure I'm just looking into the situation too much. I'm pretty sure I don't deserve this. I'm pretty sure it wasn't as sincere as I thought. And then they revert back to their old selves. They like conjure up this negativity. So it's a person, this is a person that probably needs more encouragement in love, and because there's been a type of separation between you and they haven't had that positive input, they're like, okay, if this person returns to me, I'm going to reject them. Reject, reject, reject. But they don't really mean that. So basically you've got somebody who's really fucked up in the head. So, but it's like, I don't know, this, I hate to say this, but your person has it in their head that they are like a sex fiend. They are like a conquest person. They are like sexy as fuck and can get what they want all the time. But it's a little bit of a fantasy. Like, these cards give me the impression that you could have success, that this person wants success with you, but then they're down in the doldrums and they reject the prospect. I feel that there needs to be some more balance in this dynamic. They need you to show them how it's done. They need you to show them what attitude to take. They need you to keep a lid on their ego, because they're going off with the fairies. They're like, oh, my prospective lovers only treat me this way, so I'll treat them how I want to treat them. I will reject this one and this one and this one and this one, but I really want this one. But oh, I'm going to reject that one too. So it's like a cycle of inflated hope, inflated prospect or prospects in love. So I feel that this person in the past was probably larger than life, probably did have attention from somewhere, probably was good at something, I'd say sport. But I don't know, it's about getting back to the heart of things, and this is what these cards are saying. This person needs to get back to the heart of things, and the heart of the matter is that they love you, you make them happy, and they should accept what you had to offer. They should have accepted it then, they should have accepted it now. If that is a separation in love on an emotional plane only, they should stabilize that emotion. They have offers, but they're not accepting those offers. So they know you're pretty important to them. It's a little bit of a spoiled sport attitude, actually. This person's a spoiled sport. They're like, if I can't have that person, I don't want anyone. But if that person returns to me, I don't want them either. I really do want them, but I'm going to reject them. Because I didn't get my own way when I wanted to get my own way. So it's like, they need you back in their life. They need you to control that whole attitude of theirs. And I feel that you do that quite easily, because that mentality isn't healthy. It's far-flung. So there's a love there from them. Very sweet love. You still make them very happy. They're not accepting other love affairs or love offers. They're not accepting your love offer in their mind, but they do still want you. But I only feel it's a separation issue. This person needs control, needs to be under the control of the person that is genuine about them. Because they know when you're in the room, or when you're next to them, or when you talk to them, that you are a beneficial influence. But since you've been apart, they've lost their measure. They rely on old thought patterns, old patterns of behavior. But you also taught them how to keep those patterns of behavior under control, under wraps, because they want to match your personality. It's a subconscious thing. They want to be like you because they love you so much. You make them happy. And I feel that you have a type of moral integrity about you, and that really appealed to them. So they're trying to do as you would do, but they really need you there to control their temperament, because they will cool themselves and their temperament if they have you there to show them the way. So they really do idolize you. I don't think it's a matter of love in your situation, because the fact of the matter is they do love you. They have some type of challenge about connecting with their emotions, but they will try to express themselves the way they know how. The biggest challenge being you're apart and they need your beneficial influence. And that's the only challenge in this dynamic. It's not whether they feel something for you, it's whether you can be there to guide them into the future. Okay, so that was deck 1. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. The other service I have is a Fiverr account, and that's a service facility, so you need your Google details or your Facebook details to log into that account. See you next time. Hi there everyone, this is deck 2. I have pulled the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands and the Universe. course, if this reading resonates, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. My Fiverr account is a service facility, so you need your Google details or your Facebook details to log into that facility. I get the impression that this person has known you from their past, but you don't necessarily remember them. Maybe you get the impression that they know you from somewhere, or you got that impression, and they do, because this is like a secret admirer deck. So I feel that this person was out there on their own for quite a while, feeling deep emotions for you and trying to express themselves to you, but not being at a stage of emotional development to do that. So it tells me that you're older than this person. You know, I feel that whatever happened when this person was out there on their own, their emotions would swell up, then they would freeze over, then they would swell up, then they would freeze over. So he was kind of skating, he or she was kind of skating or swimming to shore, trying to work out the tides, you know. And I feel that was really not great for their emotional development, because they did make it to shore, but they found the beach sex club or the beach sex resort. They didn't find the love club. So now you have a bit of a sex fiend in front of you. Somebody who follows their passions, somebody who knows how to have a superficial relationship with someone, somebody who is quite sexy, somebody who probably gets around the place, I'd say. If they've ever had a relationship with somebody, it wasn't very serious, and it was probably very fiery. If you're telling me that this person was married, then it wasn't based on the right principles. You know, they're kind of all about conquering situations in terms of their emotional relationships. So if you feel that it's been a third party situation, which it doesn't indicate it is, but I'm saying if you feel that they've been partnered, or you know it, it wasn't a very sincere partnership, because they're not relationship material. The reason that they're not that way is because you are and will always be the only person that they feel is suited to them on a physical, emotional and spiritual plane. And I don't feel they were ever quite comfortable compromising themselves for anybody else but you. So if they've had something going, it's supremely insincere. So I feel that this person needs to get real, and needs to get real right now. Because what I ask myself when I see these cards is, why is this person hurting themselves over something so simple? Why can't they work it out? They are egotistical. I wouldn't be surprised if they're supremely competitive. But something about holding in those emotions when they were younger or in the past stunted their emotional development. Obviously they were pulled into like a peerage, but it's like, this person's sensitive. They're not sex driven. They're not in an environment that suits them at all. They do want you presently. They want an equal partnership, but like, they feel that you're the experienced woman and they're the younger, emotionally inexperienced person that they want you to train. Like, it's a sex-based fantasy that they've got going on. But I feel that the challenge is that you are experienced. You do follow your passions. There's something about you that is no longer sentimental. You don't follow the course of love. It's not that you're cold. It's just that you look upon all of that in a very, very real light. It's like you developed your passions correctly and they developed their passions incorrectly. And their heart is beating out of their chest for you. But the biggest challenge being that when they were developing their emotions for you, they felt hurt by you because you weren't reciprocating their fantasies, or you weren't in an available position for them to hand you their cup of love. So every time they missed an opportunity with you, either because it was circumstantial or because they simply, weren't in a position to be able to do that, they hurt themselves. Every time you grew up, you saw somebody else, you got married, you had a kid, you broke up a relationship, they were watching you. This is a person that has an interest in you, like an emotional, invested interest in you. It's been going on for quite a while. But the problem is they still carry those emotions, so they can love upon you greatly and they can blame upon you greatly. It's like that cold feeling still exists in them. When they feel hurt by you, they shut down, and they will keep shutting down because they went through this cycle of life of emotional turmoil. But those emotions were all for you and nobody else. So it's like they feel presently that they can have you. I wouldn't be surprised if they move in pretty quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if there's any action. The challenge being that you feel that this cycle is at an end. This emotional cycle, you want the passion. If this person suggested something or did find the strength to move towards you in the way that they dream about, because it's always been a dream, it's never been a reality, they feel that they are confident enough now to do something. But the question is, at what point do those emotions freeze over, and will those emotions stall your progress? Because I just get the impression that this person wants to love upon you genuinely, but they also want to play a little game. It's based on the hurt they felt when they were younger and they were watching you, or they took an interest in you. The thing is, see, because you're advanced, you're quite advanced in your passions, you're quite emotionally intelligent, you're quite well-rounded. You don't necessarily need the emotional side. You enjoy the passionate side, but you can leave the emotional side. You are passionate about this person. They are genuinely in love with you. But those genuine emotions can freeze over. So it's going to make you really frustrated. or annoyed or angry or something, because you're like, okay, WTF, move aside and let the queen exit. That's your type of attitude. So it's like, I don't know, he or she needs to get it straight. It's like they're trying to get it straight for everybody. They're trying to keep it strong for everybody but you. And you're like putting up your hand going, okay, just stop right there. What you're saying is you want to be long and strong for them, but not me. You want to be long and strong for them for a good 10 years, but not me. And then you saying to me, you're in love with me. And then you're like, talk to the effing hand, Buster. So it's like, bit of a standoff. I don't... I really feel that on your side, the emotional complexity or the connection on a soul plane has ended for you. And the reason you have fast forwarded this connection is because you're saying to yourself, all right, you're moving, like you're forward thinking this whole thing. You're like, all right, instead of going from A to B with this person, you're going from A to C, because you can anticipate this whole connection, and you say to yourself out of experience, I'm too old for this shit. And so you're at a point where you're excited, you're passionate about this person. But if this guy doesn't work out how to press the pause button, I feel you're going to walk, or you're going to move, or you're going to take the lift. You get my drift. So this is like, I don't know. Okay, you do have a spoiled attitude, but it wasn't for you to sing him a nursery rhyme when he or she, sing him a nursery rhyme when he or she wanted a nursery rhyme to be sung to them. You get me? It's like, what did this person want you or expect you to do? Like burp them for 20 years? Put the bottle in their mouth? Burp them? Put them in their cradle? That's what this person wanted you to do, and in the meantime they've been living life, doing whatever it is the F they wanted to do, and then they turn around all of a sudden and say to you, soulmate. You're like, just hold on, press pause. That's not how it works. So I'm not saying you're not going at this person and giving it a good go, because you are. Like, you can flip that coin several times and you keep flipping it. But in terms of emotional development, emotional genuineness, you're not going to put up with this person's shit. You're not going to have regard to them. Your time of feeling sorry for people who couldn't pick up after themselves on an emotional level is over. So I feel with all that confidence that this person has acquired over the years without you, I feel they have to get real. They feel that they can stop you from ending this cycle with them. But the thing is that their emotions at some point are going to freeze over because they've set something up in their emotional being, in their emotional DNA, which has compromised their emotions for you. So as soon as this person freezes over, I don't think you're going to give them a second chance. I think you're going to get what you want out of this connection and you're going to flip it. And you're going to get out there and expand your horizons into the future. The reason I feel you're going to do that is because you are much more experienced than this person in terms of emotional experience and love. And you just don't need it. Okay, so that was deck 2. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message or you can email me. My Fiverr service is a service facility, so you need your Facebook details or your Google details to log into that facility. See you next time.